Hello and welcome to episode 90 of this Let's Play series. We are playing Thea the Awakening. In the last episode we have created this moonstone camp over here to mine the moonstone. It's also very near to the Silver Oak Elven Fortress, so we can also trade between here as well if we wanted to. But regardless, we have our first expedition, still have 29 people in here. And I think the plan is to go and make another camp near the mithril mine and mine that, and then have the rest scouting and things. So let's go ahead and enter. So the moonstone camp get fruit, wood, and moonstone. So they have enough fruit, I believe, to sustain themselves. So they have 11 turns here. We'll come back later and see if they that number goes up or down. I believe it will go up.
A figure, clad in a ragged dark green cloak, slowly approaches your party. As he gets closer, it is clear he is barefooted and carries nothing more than the clothes on his back.
Let's use magic to
The
investigate.
dark curse upon the...
Try to help.
You take out the fresh carcass of a chicken. You
Join
Thank you,
us as
human.
friend.
Once more you prove me ignorant. Here, take this gift as my friend and let us continue our journey. I have used the little power I have within to bless this party. I hope it will bring us fortune.
Excellent. So we have another elf wanderer. Let's wanderer A, B, C. That's the elf druid. I'm confused. I thought we pick him up. Oh, here we go. That's A, B, C. So this would be Elf Wanderer D. Again, when I start writing up this part of the series, then I will try to come up with the name for these guys. We did make a couple of these armor and weapons and things, and so we should. I don't think we make a shield for. Or maybe we did, but we didn't take it with us. That's a 9 damage, 9, 7, 14 range damage. That's nice. Distraction and armor. Just get a little bit of gathering. Never hurts. Okay. With that in mind, let's go ahead and see if we can build some more swords and shield and armor. We have moonstone, but we're out mithril though. One of these. Shield requires 7, which we don't have. Let's build one of these leaf shield, diamond, and ancient wood. up. That all the way up. That takes a little while to build that. I don't think we have enough mithril left to build any of these. That's why we need to camp. Actually, let's manage their supplies and make sure that we don't burn anything else. That's all good. Okay. Carry 13 different food varieties. Let's go check out this treasure. There's nothing to gather here. Lots of baddies. Go ahead and deal with them. Put a shield. We are not doing stew because we are very low on herbs. Oh no, we have herbs now. Not doing stew because we're not building stew. So why don't she come down here and help some stew? I have a lot of wood back home now, which is good. We managed to burn through all of it.
You come across the ruins of an old. You search through the rubble and discover the remains of some ancient warrior. His weaponry is still intact and ready for the taking.
Disassemble all those. That as well. There's some meat here. Let's gather some meat. Because we can always use extra types of food. Camp. Let's head back this way to drop off stuff and pick up some more weapons and things. I find it interesting that the shadows move at a different speed.
The skies darken, the air becomes thick and stuffy, and a chilling silence befalls the land. Then a hungry grumble tears across the land, and the sky is torn by a white flash of Perron's fury. A thundering storm cuts through the skies, and your village is in its path.
Brace yourself.
The storm rages for hours on end. Thunder strikes from the heavens, bringing destruction and fear. Trees fall before your eyes, stones fly as the angry winds blast into every corner of the land. Fires break out where the angry hand of Perron hits hardest. As your people try to stay safe, some inevitably fall prey to small injuries.
Stay in cover.
The storm is nearly over, but the last few angry thrusts seem more vicious than ever. One of the people, terrified and confused by the chaos, runs out into the open and finds shelter under a tree.
Let's run after them.
You run after the fool and try to take them back to a safer place, but a thunder strikes the tree they were hiding under. You both receive some burns, but you see the tree fall where your friend stood just seconds ago.
Alright. Not much we can do about that. Come down this way. Drop off a bunch of stuff. I'll pause the recording here to do that. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, I have transferred everything over, and since we actually had a bunch of mithril on the expedition from our encounters, let's go ahead and build some new armor and shield. Mithril and diamond. Also mithril and diamond, I guess. Okay, one of each. Take a while to do that. Not that we lack of the kebabs anyway. So mithril and shielding, and then if we have enough left, let's build another one-handed sword, because we've been using those. Do okay, and then our expedition can head down. I'm guessing we can head down this way. Let's go down one first.
As you look around and admire the world, you see something of interest in the distance.
Let's take
You
a
spot
closer
some
look.
smoke, as if coming from a chimney.
Continue on. It's way up there. Before we do that, let's see who is too much to carry. These guys, okay? These guys can go up and pick up some stuff for them. They do have quite a bit of stuff, including wood. Definitely have a lot of mushroom. I'll keep some of these trinkets down there. Just in case we get another person. And we'll head back up. So running errands. So let's keep 40 back this way again. Probably should have done this first before we'd stop here. Oh yeah, and the mushroom. Okay. That looks to be okay. Since we are moving, let's go ahead and continue on to the next turn.
The skies darken, and a sudden heavy hailstorm descends upon your village.
Let's gather
The
people.
hailstorm is really bad. Some people are getting injured. The hail is so
Take
large
off.
and dense that it breaks through your granary's roof.
Strengthen the roof.
You managed to patch up the roof in time so that very little food was damaged, and your people only got minor injuries.
Oh, good. Let's go ahead and take a look at this suspicious house. interesting. The two shades have different shadows, which is great. I love the details like that.
The
Such
map
a
leads
house.
you to the ruins of some old town. There are very few
Check the
houses.
traps and
You
such.
check the door, and there are no traps.
And at the
You
basement,
enter the stairs to the basement and find a candle lying on the floor.
perform the ritual.
You know that the souls of the hanged, especially those who have taken their own lives, may become stuck or even transform into demons.
That's use social. I'll resolve it.
You barter with the spirit, and you see it change before your very eyes with every hopeful word you utter. The creature seems lighter, less angry, until finally it looks almost alive again.
Check it.
The ghost speaks in a cheerful voice. Thank you, stranger, and sorry I tried to kill you. Well, now that I am all good again, I will join you. You feel like this wasn't a question. The ghost also shows you an old family vault.
It's excellent. Disassemble that as well. That's the reason why I went up there. We've encountered this 3 times now, and well, maybe 4 times. The first time we chose to enter the upper area, and we didn't get anything much. I think this is our 3rd ghost, I believe. Now let's make sure real quick. So we don't have any ghosts here. I think we have both the ghosts over here. No ghosts here. They're both up here then. That goes A. Okay. I don't know. I thought we had 2 ghosts, A and B. Unless we lost a ghost to some event. It's very possible. I will have to go back and check through my videos. I'm doing that anyway because I am writing up this whole series. No ghost here. Okay. It just goes A here. And go C here. Anyway, we'll move on. So the plan is still to go down to the Mithril mine, and now that we have 31 people here, it makes it a little bit easier to do that. We'll drop 10 back. Let's just go somewhere around here first.
You come across a dead body lying in some sort of ditch.
Search the body.
You search the corpse and find some of its belongings still intact. Now that you take the time to look at the scene, you see that the ditch is actually more like...
Let's wait for who
you
is
stay
coming.
And wait and see a huge, half-naked humanoid creature.
Let's attack it. It's auto
You
resolve.
defeat the giant. You find it was carrying a bag with some minerals.
Excellent. Some more diamonds. Is there anything here too? There's some fish here. Let's camp and get some fish. We can fishermen for a day. Let's have a 4 serving of fish.
While the men slept well this night, some of the women, well, they sleep very, very well. Visit an old wives' tale talks about the Perzilosnik, known
Let's
as
ward
the
it off.
Bybedder, a female. Those under the demon's seductive spell will still have to try to free themselves from...
Let's use intellect.
The task was not easy, but it seems you outsmarted your opponent. After indulging in a night of unspoiled
And we
pleasure
gain
and
yet another
ecstasy,
jar,
you
which is
managed
great.
to use the heights of your passion to strike down the bybedder
And more
banish
importantly,
him from your bedchambers. The demon runs off, but he has a huge smile on his face, and so do the women who fought him. A child is found in the village the next day.
so all the children basically gain 2 attractiveness and 2 wills, which is excellent. And more blessing here as well.
You lose your footing and fall into a really deep ditch. You quickly realize you are not alone and that you have fallen into a viper's nest.
Oh, we don't have enough. We don't have enough animal kinship here to charm the viper. Now that's how we get the Zmei minions before.
You manage to climb up before the snake's attack.
So everybody level up. Now let's take a look at the people here. Non-animal kinship. None of us here. Oh, that's 4 animal kinship. 3. Maybe that's just not enough. So we gain a bunch of things. And we have people over here. Let's break camp. So we got a 4 serving of fish, which is nice. Okay, so Moonstone has quite a bit of food now. It was 11 turn before, now it's up to 33 turn. Okay, so they're more than self-sufficient over there. Let's head down this way.
As you make your way through the terrain, your herbalist spots an area where you can harvest some good herbs. They grow in...
Let's get
Your
the herbs.
herbalist carefully picks the right herbs, while the rest of the men, those with knowledge of the animal world in your party, After a tough fight, you finally clear the area of those nasty spiders. Within their lair, you discover some more herbs as well as bodies of fallen men and women who were clearly not as lucky as you. You search the area for any usable loot.
We certainly had those events before, and I think the first few times we struggled with that pretty badly. But now
A child of perhaps 6 stands in your way. As you get closer to him, you see the child is no ordinary human. His skin is silvery, his eyes seem golden, his hair looks like strands of very thin metal, and as he hops around gleefully, you hear the clunking of coins.
let's ask him.
The boy does not answer, only smiles at you and starts to play with a ball. But he remains close to your group and glances at you from time to time, as if waiting for something. His golden eyes measure you with the tenacity of a wildcat playing with its prey. You think this may be the fabled treasure boy, a minor luck demon who can bring much fortune. But what was the way to get it? There was something about its head, or face, or body.
Well, let's pat his head. Let's not beat him with a stick or slap him.
You pat the treasure boy's head, but he just looks up at you and laughs, then disappears.
I guess that's not it then. I would rather not beat a boy with a stick, if at all possible. Okay. There's more bird meat over here, so let's go ahead and get some of it. $345, $395. $420. $285. That's just not quite enough. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Use the bees.
During the night, a Mamuna is seen escaping the village. All the parents check their children in horror and discover the worst. One of the children has been switched for a changeling.
Never seen this before either, but now we get all these cool events. We've heard this before.
Your wise ones gather and talk. The changeling can grow into many things. It could become a human-like adult that will be strange, but not evil. It can grow into one of the many demons that practice this habit of switching. If that happens, there is no telling what it will become.
Well, it deserves a chance. So let's see what
You let
happens.
the changeling child live and raise it as your own. It grows quickly. Within days, it takes its true form. The changeling turns into a pine cornet, a forest-dwelling spirit, the size of a young child, with twigs for hair and tree bark for skin. Still, this pine cornet has grown up as part of your village. It loves its parents and thinks of itself as human. It seems to be a girl, probably.
Okay, at least we know it's a girl. So we will go ahead and name the piconet. Piconet. So we're here. I think we're at Idaho last time. So there's a female, let's call it Indiana. Because all the name suffix, Zaska, Shabora, all the female names, Alexandra, Polonia, and all the other ones are male names. So Indiana, female, and apparently we need to get him to do something, or her to do something. One gathering. Having a, let's just help out with getting silver, I guess. You certainly have enough of it. Actually, we have 2 sources of meat, so let's gather both. Then let's go to our expedition, break camp, take the hive. 5-range damage, let's not keep that. We'll search for treasure. We have the hollyhocks. Let's see if we get some fruit. Excellent.
You come across the ruins of You search through the rubble and discover the remains of some ancient warrior. His weaponry is still intact and ready.
These are skeletons. Let's deal with them. Ten, 1, that's not bad. 4, 5, that's pretty bad. 2, that's bad. And 7, let's keep that. Resolve this. 5 armor. Let's go ahead. Dismantle that.
You approach a group of giants, and you have just enough time to figure out the best approach.
Oh, we have this option now. We can intimidate the other giants.
The Planetnik steps up and prepares to speak to his kin.
It's
The
not a
giants
result.
look perplexed, but your companion's words have an effect. The enemy leaves and even abandons some bags behind them.
That's a good armor. That's an okay sword. Let's dismantle it. I was hoping that some of them would join us. Oh, there's a bunch of snakes. banish them. A bunch of scale letter. Interesting. So what, these dragon spider. Oh, that's new. Let's just attack him. So before we have some sort of snake creature over there. Skeleton. Let's just go ahead and dismantle these. These are not very good. And bees. That's okay. Let's dismantle that anyway. Deal with the lair. Okay, I don't think these are any good. Okay, we have a nest tower up here. We're way off track over here. But I don't think we've ever explored this side of the map before, so let's go over here and see what's over here.
You travel through the hills in search of resources, and you come across the remains.
Let's not
Two
do anything
orcs
rash.
speak together in a
Let's work
The
together
orc woman frowns, and her men.
and convince them.
The conversation goes well. Inside the
vault.
vault, you find a supply of various wooden logs. You share
Share
the
things.
spoils and sit by the fire with the orcs. There is an awkward distance between the groups, but it is certainly progress. The orcs get up to leave, but their leader turns to you once more.
This was a trip to remember, and I would not like it to go to waste on account of our mutual hatred. I give you one of my men, not a good one.
Say no.
The woman nods in agreement and says,
I think there is a chance there, but just a small chance that they'll give us an orc. That's different. Those are Slavic. I probably should look those up. They're 5-star encounter, so that's fire demons. Maybe they run into us. They sure did. So auto resolve these. They certainly drop good stuff. And that's all good. Those guys just running around like crazy. Wow, look at all these guys. Take a look at the nest first. And the hive. Deal with these guys. That looks pretty decent, so let's keep it. That's pretty crappy, so let's not. Wow, there's quite a few of them. That looks pretty cool. You know these are not all that good. Okay, we are out of movement points. Let's explore up here a little bit since we haven't done that. And let's just make this whole episode about exploration. But let's call it one here. And when we come back, we'll explore this part of the world. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.